Okay, good morning, dear viewers, and welcome to Gaza Media. And today is Saturday, the 22nd of November. Almost 8 days left to the end of November, and then we'll get into December month. And this is The Voice. And today we'll be doing some community news analysis. And first, before I bring my collaborator, Gilead Atemkem from Douala in, there's just quick announcement that I want to make that our website is up and is running effectively. So sometimes you can just go there and browse some of our news cast. It's a very easy website to navigate. And maybe I may take some time when time permit to do maybe presentation how to navigate, but it is basically very simple where you can go on the website and see the report that we are doing, the community news, all of that is there. And also our dedicated team volunteer that have been working, especially those that are back in Cameroon and in Libya. Then also there is also the last section. I think that is where you can donate. You click there, you will see how you can donate to support Gaza Media. We are a grassroots, independent journalism, not the mainstream. So we are non-profit making or non-political. And let me explain this. When I say we are non-political, it means that we do not support any political party. But if any event is going on that entail politics, policy, governance, we will discuss that, we will inform the public. But by doing so, people have been a little bit confused that, oh, Gaza Media do not use to communicate on uh, on politics. But why is it that they're maybe uh, promoting or showing a clip of what is happening? Of course, if any political party, say CPDM or SDF or whatever party is happening around our community, we will show that, but we will not come here to and ask you to vote for this party or that. That is what we mean by saying we are non-political. So I know Gillette network is not the best. She keep moving in and out because of that. So let's try and see if we will be able to discuss. Gillette, good morning and welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Ernest. Thank you. How is it that way?
I think we are getting into the winter. It's getting a little bit cold now. Let's dive into some of these news that we have been reporting. You see that I think the BLM is getting steam, getting. It's not like the kind of red zone that people have perceived to be. We see now clip of news coming out. Primary school, some primary school are actually doing well.
Exactly. That is what has been reported by us all this while. I mean, we have our reporter on the ground that is showing how schools are going in Lebialem division, and it is quite encouraging. And it really puzzles me to know that the delegate of other regions is going out on different tours. I mean, touring the different subdivisions, touring the different divisions to encourage teachers, to encourage pupils. And in our own area, when we looked at the pictures of the Inspectorate of Basic Education over there, it is outgrown by grass. So I don't know what our people are thinking. I don't know where our own inspectors are. I don't know where our delegates are. I think we are portraying all of these in different regions just to wake our people up to know that they are supposed to do the same in our own region. Our children should not be left behind. Yes, if other children in different regions are benefiting from the tour of the delegates going around, you can never really simplify the importance of their going around and encouraging teachers. You even saw it, Dr. Ennis, how the delegate of Littoral region was interviewed, and he said he was on the field to get the needs of teachers. He was out to get the needs of teachers so that he can be able to submit it to the hierarchy and they see how they can help out. You see, in our own area, who is going to do this? When is Levi Alem going to also match up with other regions? That is just a region just as our own. That is our own
Yes, yeah, I get it. As I think it's something that.
is a whole
Mhm. Oh yeah, I think she have network. Yeah, the network is not very steady. I think the issue is that some of our community leader, I don't know, those in the political elite, those that can actually influence, should take some responsibility and make a step ahead. Yes, of course, the Southwest region has been affected by the armed conflict, including the BLM as a region. But that not cancelling the fact the DO is in Menji. I mean, the senior divisional officer for the BLM, the center DO for Fontem South Division is there. So it puzzles me that the delegate of education, the inspector of basic education, I don't know where they are. They are stationed in Menji or in Chang. I've learned that despite the memo that they do have ordered all those offices to come back to Menji and begin to perform their duty, but they still work in proximity or out of where they're supposed to be. And I don't think you can effectively work remotely to really affect change. As we are saying, I'm glad that you were able to cover some of those stuff from the littoral region, especially in the Douala 4 subdivision, which is equivalent to Fontaine South Division, and saw what the lady who is the inspector was doing with school and how she spoke and motivated teacher. I think that is something that is worth enumerating, despite the political affiliation of people in the country, people saying, despite the plurality that went on, but as a civil servant, you are still obliged to do the civil service that you have been hired or pay to do. I think that's something that those responsible, those that have been appointed to do those jobs, should better step up and do it. And I think, Gida, I think this will really take some time, maybe not on this particular program, and really talk about leadership in our area, because this is completely lack of leadership, as I always say.
Exactly.
Yes, because if the traditional leadership is not there, the administrative leadership is not there, the local government leadership, the council is not there, the parliamentarian office is not there, then you can see how all of this is happening. Is that the head of the family, the father of the house, is in absent, and of course, it triggers up to the highest level, including the president of Cameroon, who spent most of his time abroad in Switzerland and in France. There have been reported analysis that the outside the whole year, he spent, if you calculate everything total, he spent about 3 months out of 12 months. So this kind of where you see this kind of lacks going on in our community, where there's no leadership, the mayor is not there to really affect change. You see, that's why even the project are kind of abandoned. Nobody is there to update what is happening. If the contractor is having some difficulty or challenges, where are the engineer? Where are the council engineers supposed to be monitoring and generating the report? You know, I think there's a collective failure. But let me not go much into that. I think that's something that we really have to talk about that. But if we go now into community development organization, are the one trying to survive our own community, as you have seen. Yeah, because
Pardon?
even this, I'm saying that even it is community development organization, cultural development organization, even the school that we are covering, you see that most of the effort has been done by community development
Community
organization.
organization.
Yes,
Yes, you're
for
very
example,
correct.
the CNCHFM, it has been the effort of Nkuda and Chemfem Culture and Development Organization, especially based here in the US. Of course, they have a national organization in Cameroon too as well. You go now to Menji, the Kali School Menji, even though it's a mission school, but you see that Mbenda is a community development organization that comprises Menji metropolitan area, including Mvo, in Chemfem, before Menji, that's one channel that are putting the forces to really make things happen. So we kind of see that the government effort has not been really to the point that we really want to see. Probably it is this collective
Exactly.
leadership. So what I was saying was that
Exactly.
community development has been doing a little bit well, but we really need to see more in terms of leadership in globally.
Exactly. Yeah. That said, last time we were supposed to have the Lekudo General President on this program, to tell us a little bit of what he has been doing in office since he took over power. And we have not been able to get to him. Do you have any information about that,
Yeah, I
Dr.
know.
Ernest?
Yes, I think it was last Saturday where we had an appointment. We chat before then. It was a little bit surprising to me that he scheduled two meetings at the same time. Because when I came here, it was after 8. I could not find him. Then I tried to place a call, and people, the other were already waiting. It was all like 15, 20 minutes past the hour. I know people were online. People started texting me, what is going on? Where is the President General? So I have to place a call, chat. Then he told me that he was on another emergency meeting. I think he said it was the bar council meeting. So he won't be able to do that. Can we reschedule? I said, okay, let's reschedule it for tomorrow. That was Sunday the next day. Then it also puzzles me that the next day came. I came here. I called him like, text him like 30 minutes before time. He said no, he will be in the car, he'll be traveling or whatever, but he will try to join the line. I said okay, that's fine. But at that time, I came here 8 o'clock. I waited here until at that time I did not even come online. I wanted to actually start broadcasting when he was here, so I waited till the 30 minutes after. I never heard from him, and that was Sunday. It was on until the 2 hour after when he sent a text message to me saying that he tried clicking on the link, it wouldn't open.
That was serious. This is why we are talking about problem of leadership. You see, somebody who is at the helm of an organization like that one, you take over power. And then in a program like this that people want to listen to you, you have to come and give information out to the benefit of Lebang people. And then you take an appointment and you can't make it. You don't even reach out to say, hey, I'm sorry, I will not be able to make it. It's somebody else that has to continue to reach out to you, and even reaching out to you, you still can't be able to respect the appointment. I think there is really something wrong. This is where we usually say that when somebody is taking a position of authority, you should really be ready to sacrifice time, sacrifice efforts for the benefit of the people. If not, there is nothing wrong with you being elected as some into some position, and you say no, I will not be able to do it. You give it up for some other person who is ready and is willing. So when I listen to the way you just explained now, I am really puzzled. I'm really puzzled,
Yes,
really,
because even the
to tell
Friday,
you the
even the Saturday, I came online. I have to explain to the audience after they have been texting, waiting. I came on. I was alone at that time. I just tried to explain that yeah, the President General has some emergency issue. He could not really attend, so we push it to the next day. You call the bank people to come and wait for you. People come and spend time sitting on their TV screen, on their computer, on their iPad, cell phone, or whatever devices, waiting for you, and you did not make any attempt to let me know ahead of time that I could send out a communique that it will no longer hold. It is not about Gaza media, it's not about NS, but I think it is about the bank people that have elected you to serve.
exactly. I think the next time he should be more serious. That is what I can say. Because like this, we can't get to anywhere. I mean, we are like 6 months into his power in office. He was elected, I think he's already in office. It's been 6 months over, if I don't make a mistake. So
Yeah,
at least
sure.
he should be able to come here. Yeah, he should be able to come here and tell us what he has been doing, what are his strategies. Just sitting quiet and saying nothing. People think that nothing is being done until you come out and you say, this is my plan of action, this is what I am doing from here, this is where I am heading to. That's when people will be like, oh, he is doing some good job. And those who even have some more ideas can as well contribute. If people don't even know what you are planning, in short, when you are elected into a position of authority, you are not working for yourself, you are working for the community. until you tell people that this is what I am planning to do, this is what I am doing, that is when somebody who has an excellent idea can also chip it in so that, I mean, things can happen really good. What do you think,
Yeah,
Dr. Ernest?
no, I just think that some of the kind of basic question that I really wanted to find out from him was like during his election, I think that was on the 30th of May at the Z Palace, where he presented, there was a manifesto. So we want to hold this leader accountable. I mean, he has become so much that, remember the former President General, how we used to interview, we're asking him very tough question. And we take position like this because I remember at that time, was at the opening of GHS Azi, GTC Azi, to start doing cultural festival at the Azi Palace. I just wanted to find out, has he put a committee that are working on this? And what have they done? The promise was that Azi, GHS Azi should start. The school start. Is that school going on? If not, what is he saying? Stay in education. I still really wanted to know the books that were given by a volunteer, Alex and wife, that were handed over to him in Boya to go distribute. Now that school is going on. Have those books reached those children? When we are doing reporting now, we hear some children, parents kind that, oh, they don't have books or left and right. But there were tons of books. It was displayed here in the US, in Boston. Sample were displayed here. They were handed to Boya to president. I really just want to know what the president general is doing in all this endeavor towards this kind of this thing. I mean, there are just so many questions that he really need to. I believe that he should do the honorable thing and come on here and respond to the bank people, especially when you are at the helm of the organization. We want to know about the level in which he has gone with the crisis of the bishop and the state of Wisdom kind of stuff that my understanding is that he sent out a communique that they are doing a follow up with the bishop. He will communicate to the people. I want to know with him. I want to hear from him. At what level has he gone with that? Remember, last time I was in a conference where they were presenting Keda Lubi's Higher Institute. That kind of discussion pop up again. So those are things that the bank people are eager to know. I think another question was that the Lekudu gave money to CPDM. There was a list that was circulating. There was another list there were two lists. One of the lists was that the Kudu gave money to the CPDM. He came online and said nothing like that. I would really want to hear more from the President General what was going on because people are agitated and people have reached out that they want to know the President General. They were waiting for him. So I think if he's listening to me right now, he should find time and make an appointment and come and explain what is really going on. I think I can leave it at this point.
Exactly. Of course, he's going to watch us and he's going to listen to all these worries, and I believe that he's going to create time to come here and clear the doubts. Yeah. To still talking about education, Dr. Ernest, we saw this child, this Lebi Alem child, who scored 11 papers in ordinary level, all A grades, and the thing was circulating in social media, and glory be to God, one person saw it. I can't remember his name. He saw it and then took it to another forum and launched a free wheel drive. And right now the free fund drive is going on. What's your take on this? Life is just so strange. You see,
Yeah,
people who are very rich and wealthy, they are doing everything possible, hiring teachers, I mean extra classes, doing hiring teachers to do extra classes for their own children, and they are unable to score such excellent results. But look at a child who hardly even has a sponsor, and look at the quality of results that he is I mean bringing out. So looking at this kind of situation, what does it really signify? What does it really mean to you, Dr. Ernest?
no, I think when you look at it, you see that the BLM are very talented. They need to give the youth the opportunity. It's like what is similar to what you see going on in Cameroon, where You see very elderly people, ministers, most of them are 80 and above in leadership position, including the president himself. But meanwhile, there are young, vibrant people that they are on Benzikin, they are on motorbike, on the street. These are very talented that if you give them the opportunity, I think they will excel. I mean, looking at this child having a grade, that's in Bafusam. I think this person that reached out, I think he came to Gaza Media and was explaining that he's trying to still connect to raise funds. Some people have reached out to me that they really want to get the phone number of the family, and maybe they want to send their support directly to the family without passing through third party, which is all fair. I've reached out to the family, hope they will respond to me. I really want to get their number, maybe even invite the child to come over here and let's talk to him, and let's see what he has in mind and stuff like that. Because sometimes, in
Exactly.
orientation and in pedagogy, sometimes we want to force the child to go do something. Meanwhile, he or she have something in the mind that they want to do. Then I'm not saying that you cannot orientate a child to something, but a child like that, yeah, he's scoring A grade in both sides. Somebody's already pointing science. Somebody maybe say, oh, if you do art, you finance or whatever, in future you will do well because that's what is needed. People will say something, but this child, if you look at role model, people that work in bank, people that work in hospital, people that are in engineer and stuff like that, what do you want to become? So there's some kind of stuff that could be done to really promote those kind of children because they are the future of tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so too. His opinion also counts. It's very important. These days, you don't impose a career on the children. They first of all tell you what they are passionate about, and then we just kind of guide and direct them towards their own goal. So I also want to just to add to what you have already said. I just want to use this opportunity to appreciate. I mean, our community members for stepping in to really help this child, because this when I saw this house is on fire and you think that, oh, this does not concern me, before you know it, the fire will leave from the neighbor's house to your own house. I'm just using this to kind of relate it to what is going on. If you look at such a talented child and you say to yourself that, oh, this is not my child, it's not even from my family, and you say, oh, this doesn't concern me, you forget to know that if this child drops out from school, the child would maybe end up being a criminal in the community, and you don't know who, if at the end of the day he becomes an armed robber, maybe he will first of all attack the you. But then if you step in and you say, hey, let me see how I can help this child. In short, they usually say that once a child is born, it's no longer your own child, it's a child of the community. Look at you and I today, Dr. Ernest. We are working for the benefit of the community. You can't say confidently that what we are doing here is not affecting the community. There are a lot of things that are changing naturally in the community thanks to what we are reporting. Of course, it's not the community that trained us, but they are benefiting from our services or from our talents. So this, if you really help this child, if the community members really step in as they are doing and they help this child and they make sure that they walk him through his academic career, who knows? This is a child that can really help the community in so many ways. He can come in with his own talent and maybe transform in his own little way. He may not transform the whole community, but just his own little contribution will really count. So I'm just using this opportunity to really congratulate those that looked at it and they did not ignore it, that no, this doesn't concern me. They took it as their own personal problem, and they are actually contributing. And some people are even reaching out that they want to get to the family directly. I think that this child is really worth supporting. If anybody has the means to reach out and let's see how we can take this child to the zenith of his career, I think it would be a wonderful thing that we have done all together. Not only him alone, why not others? I also want to appreciate the person who even saw the child and then thought it wise to even publish it in social media. Thanks to I mean, all these ICT tools that we have today, in our own days, we didn't have them. Even if you were talented, nobody will publish it.
Yeah.
And so I'm appreciating it. Yeah, so that's it.
No, there's no Gila. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for this news brief analysis. We will continue to bring you update as news unfold. Of course, like I always said, people should support uh, Gaza media, especially those in those kind of enclave area, like in the village where they go out to dig out all those kind of news. Um, at least you see it exposes our community. It shows the good side of what we have been able to do as a community in general, what we are lacking, the area that we are lacking, and where we can improve. I want to thank you so much.
Yeah, you had a couple of announcements to make. There is this health campaign that is coming up. Can you just give a quick one?
Yes, I think I started with that. I just want to send that as a reminder again, dear viewers, from the 28th to the 30th of this month, I believe that is Thursday to Saturday, the hair campaign will be taking place in the village of Takwe. The hair campaign is being sponsored by Lukudu USA in partnership with Mary Head of Africa, Lightbridge International, Hidden Belong the Horizon, Nteka Lab, and all other community organizations or individuals that will be supporting this endeavor. So I think the CEO, Nkemtembo Bernard, is calling on all those that live in Lebanon and surrounding and the BLM in general, those that live in that area, to take advantage of this 3-day free hair screening and treatment to go there and benefit from it. I think Dr. Michel, who is the medical officer for Mary Health of Africa, will be there doing consultation. To, of course, nurses and volunteers will be there. So it's an opportunity for people to go there, at least receive, especially those that live around that area that because of this crisis, they may not have had any opportunity to see a medical doctor or any health professional. And of course, when you get older, traveling to come to marry her become a problem. So that is an opportunity that they should take. Talking about healthcare, on our next segment, we will be talking about healthcare and affordability here in the US, where I will bring in somebody who is invest, who is doing business in that area, including insurance and how to pay, so that we will be able to digest, and especially as most people get into elder age or get older, what are you doing to ensure that, because, of course, it's a natural phenomenon where you get older, disease come along with, because you are no longer active. How do you prepare yourself to take care of your health? Hospital bills or medical bills just keep piling up at some point in time. Those that live in the US will be. Then when we come back, Mr. Ken Foka will be discussing that to us. Again, get it. I want to thank you and have a wonderful day, and bye bye for now.